It is my conclusion that instead of trying to ascend to higher dimensions, it is more appropriate to center in to the heart and witness the world from that place.
My beautiful one, this is Eliza Kendall coming to you from Bundjalung country in northern New South Wales, Australia. It is the 11th of December 2020. This is a weekly spirit report, just an offering to share with you some of the information I've received throughout my week working with various different degrees of dimensional beings and then some. Okay. As well as my own insights and reflections of the energies I'm noticing and the themes I'm noticing around me as I work with lots of different people, lots of different areas of their life. Wow. Okay, so we are, 10 days out from the solstice. It is the most powerful point of energy, influx of information pouring down into the planet, into yourself of the year. And it's been a really big year. And so I'm really hoping that the next 10 days especially, you are being really gentle, really soft, really kind and considerate and gentle with yourself. Don't do too much. I recommend you do not distract yourself with things and tasks and jobs, matching the to-do list and getting all of the things done. And instead, you really carve out time for yourself over the next 10 days to drop in. What does that mean? To listen to yourself, to turn your attention deep inside of yourself and understand and accept. Hold a space of love. See yourself in your past existences, your past expressions, your past identities, your past archetypes. Consider which part of these past selves you want to bring forward into the new earth. Gently, easily, slowly, gracefully, considering, understanding, looking, knowing, and therefore becoming into a deep state of trust with thyself. In order to trust yourself, you must know yourself. In order to be trusted by others and to feel safe in the world, you need to feel safe inside of yourself and be trusted by yourself. And so, as we move across the solstice threshold, where we can receive a quantum leap, or let's just call it a spiritual awakening or activation, in order to prepare for that activation so that you can receive in the most powerful way possible exactly what you need to bring your gifts down, to have clarity around your life purpose, to really drop into that sense of belonging, knowing what you are here to do to contribute to the greatest evolution of all life on earth. This information is available for you through the solstice, but it will not be delivered to you, nor will you be able to receive it until you have done what we call the groundwork, the foundational work. And so what does this mean? It means coming to places of stillness, calmness, respect, harmony inside of yourself. It means not disassociating. It means not avoiding and distracting yourself with entertainment. It means not avoiding and distracting yourself with other people's problems. It means not avoiding and distracting yourself with fear-based theories of what may happen. It means turning your attention inside of yourself and continually reassociating and reconnecting with yourself. And now within the reconnecting of self, what do? We awaken into our high heart. And when we awaken into our high heart, what happens? When we are awakening our high heart, then whatever happens in the outside doesn't impact our state of being. Therefore, we are no longer derailed, traumatized, upset, broken, damaged by other people's choices. I'm going to repeat that. We are no longer damaged, broken, or upset by other people's choices. We can maintain our strong sense of worth and self-respect and trust within ourselves, because we are coming from a heart-centered place. And so my suggestion to you, and the suggestions that continues to come down through many of the guides that I've spoken with for many years now, that adds up to thousands of different guides, is instead of trying to ascend, instead of trying to rise up your consciousness into the high heart chakras and activate your pineal and open up your third eye and receive all of your psychic sensitivities, instead of doing that, first center within your heart. Do not rise up. Come into this center place within your heart. You are here to balance the polarities, not to rise above them. You are not here to rise out of darkness. You are here to exist and create harmony within the full spectrum of light. And so come into a centered position within yourself. When you can center in your heart space, then what happens? You have a protective shield around you that means that you are impenetrable by any negative forces wishing to siphon you or attack you or intervene with your growth in any way. So there is no need for you to worry about things like psychic attack if you are maintaining your own centeredness within your heart space. This does not require you to have a fully activated third eye with extremely high psychic skills in order to prevent yourself from being attacked. That is not what is required at all. What is required is simply for you to be centered in your heart space and maintaining that harmony with your own centeredness. When you're in that space, then other people's problems and things and stuff become easy to navigate. They do not become burdens. When you are centered in your heart, you know when to give to yourself and when to give to others. When you are centered in your heart, you feel as if you are safe on the earth and as if you belong. When you are centered in your heart, you do not worry about the trajectory of the planet. When you are centered in your heart, you know that all is going to be okay. When you are centered in your heart, you are contributing to the timeline of things being okay. When you are centered in your heart, you are co-creating the new earth, a peaceful, reverent world. When you are running scared, you are co-creating an old, scared, separated world. So center in your heart. This is the key to all spiritual evolution. Okay. Now, the other thing that's very important, I've been banging on about that for a while for me to share with you. Now, the other thing I want to share with you is, first of all, be nice to one another as we move through this time. It is the Christmas holiday season. It is building up to the solstice. Things are tense, things are stressful. Offer kindness and consideration to your fellow human. I had a beautiful client come to see me this week. She saw my spirit report last week and recognized that I was tired and exhausted. So she brought me all these amazing bath salts with all beautiful, oh my God, herbs from her garden in it, out of control. It's amazing smudging stick with all these amazing herbs. And this beautiful bush remedy for me to help with my tiredness. She recognized that I give and she's grateful. Thank you, beautiful woman, for your respect and reverence. I feel very seen by you and I feel appreciated for the time and energy that it takes to just offer you these videos every week. So thank you for that. So I'm going to encourage you to be nice to your fellow human. If you see someone that you kind of, especially if it's a leader, you know, we're all super exhausted right now. It's been a really big year. We've all done so well, everybody. We have made it across the precipice of collapse and we are creating the new world, and it's here and it's happening, and we can feel really positive about it, and there is so much room and opportunity for joy. Okay, so we're allowed to be light and joyful, particularly for the season. It's the holiday season. Allow your innocence to come back, allow magic and play and silliness and fun to be there again. And speaking of magic and play, I wanted to share with you, I did a quantum healing session this week. One of my clients had a life as a dolphin, and it was so beautiful, and I want to share some things with you about that. So she was so, the feeling of connection in her, connected to her pod, connected to the earth, to the Mother Earth, was so powerful that it made both of us weep. I mean, she was weeping in relief at the feeling of this connection, because it was, I just want to say, undeniable. Like, there was no question there about this. She was connected to the Mother Earth. And so her life, she felt like she was one with Mother Nature, and her life was to swim and have fun, but she knew that what she was doing was that she was helping balance the energies of Mother Nature. And so she said that what dolphins do in their pod is that they listen deeply to the earth, and they know and they trust that they will know how to move in a way that helps her. And so they move around a lot because they are moving the energy for the earth, and they're helping to balance this energy. But while they're doing this very important job, and they know that it's very important, and they know that they are connected to her because they feel her, and she tells them what to do. She tells them when to move and where to move. It's so beautiful. Just amazing. And that they are harmonizing the energy for her, and that also that, even though they're doing this really important job and they're harmonizing the energy for Mother Nature, that they can be light and playful, and that it's actually really important that they are light and playful, and that they are joyful as they are doing this job for Gaia. And so I just thought that was so beautiful, and it's so my ethos as well, and it's so something I've learned after many, many years of spiritual and personal development. I learned that joy is the highest frequency that I emit, and that if I can hold that beautiful frequency inside of me and be that as much as I can, it has such a wonderful influence and impact in the world around me. And not only do humans respond, but so does Gaia, and her life also responds to my joy and my just like reverent kind of beauty and lightness and innocence as I gaze upon the world with awe. It's a wonderful skill. And so I am also going to encourage you, particularly, thank you, moving through the next days, just take a lot of time in nature. Again, we're building up to the solstice. It's really important that you are dropping in very deeply with yourself and sitting in the quiet spaces in nature. Do not take your phone. Get off the WW as much as you can for the next 10 days, and listen to what is around you in the information in Mother Earth that is around you. She's going to be speaking to you more and more, and she'll let you know how you can support her and how you can support yourself, and how you can also receive the activations and codes coming down from the solstice. So there's one more spirit report for the solstice, and I'll be sharing some more about the solstice at that time. I'm going to ask for them to just give us some info about that. But that's it. I'm going to leave it there for now, because yes. Oh no, sorry, someone wants to say something. Mukana kashiking ni mumabana kumukak ni sila mo chikana pubua amawakana la kantikinola bu kanuana la kanikona bona kalaka zikini kan latana asironiko Ambuakana shiona sirha koko wakania muchikina latana kala wakanchikina. There's a little bit of kind of earth clearing, I want to say. Like, what just came through then was I'm just going to say to assist with opening more receptivity to connect with the living library. kamapanala. Kumakanuti kinisila. Wamua kamapapuaka. Wikinililawa pumabishiti nilubamapana. Uka humaiteki wish. Ukunga kadama. Wapo papakiti nimu. Ogongalala itinapo kamashikinisi. Ikaw okash. Kuna pana sikini ranitika mona. Umbuama kata. The nature spirits are calling yet again, continuously, all the time, calling us to go and play with them. Especially those of you that feel a real kinship with nature spirits, you feel like you've got some elven or pixie or whatever energy in you, go and let that part of you come out, please, before the solstice. Very important, so helpful. Okay. And the other message is just to not take things so seriously. I'm sure that's for me as well. Particularly leading up to the solstice, you know, ceremony is wonderful, ritual is wonderful. But again, lightness, joy is always allowed and welcome. And you can certainly have lightness and joy and fun with your ultra spiritual pursuits. Okay. Lots of love to you always. Thank you for watching. Beautiful creature. Oh my goodness. Bless you.